have created Just Ice Rink because we wanted to create a revenue stream for you.
But this isn't the first time Tiffany's named something after her daughter. Like it's not even new at this point. She's been putting her daughter's name, Justice, on everything for a while now. So now she's launching justice courts, like literally opening them up tomorrow. I mean, it's giving entitled energy, but whatever, we could roll with that. But no, she called them just ice courts, and they're basketball courts. Like ... I'm sorry, where's the ice? What does ice have to do with basketball? Why that name? For what reason? I'm genuinely confused. And the thing is, she always says she loves her community, that the community comes first. Apparently, by community, she means her daughter, because clearly, justice is who comes first. That's the name she puts on everything. Look, I'm telling y'all, I learn something new every day. And last night, I learned something I hadn't known before about Tiffany. She's been doing this for a while now. But even before that, ...
Residents of Dolton, it's your mayor, Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor, and I'm here with Trustee Andrew Holmes. Guess what? We're finally in the second phase of Greenwood Farms. And remember, we do this for you, residents, because we care. You come first. We care, meaning Trustee Andrew Holmes and myself, about the residents of Dolton. And we have created Just Ice Rink because we wanted to create a revenue stream for you. So now you no longer have to go anywhere else. You can come in your own backyard and enjoy the fruits of your labor. So, Drew, enough talk. We're about to introduce to you Just...
This girl is just not good at reading from a teleprompter. Like she literally got up there and said, "We bring to you Just Ice Rink." Like what? That was supposed to be one clean sentence, and she fumbled it hard. We bring to you Just Ice Rink. I mean, why was that so difficult? I don't know, but it was. Tiffany, all you had to say was, introducing the Just Ice Rink in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Simple, but okay. So that was her big moment. To unveil the Just Ice Rink, which, to be fair, made some sense because it was, at one point, actually an ice rink. She claimed it would bring in revenue for the town, for the village, or whatever she's calling it now. And since she's such a dedicated mother, or, as she says, she decided to name it after her daughter, Justice. Except here's the thing, it's not even an ice rink anymore. It's just a regular skating rink now. The ice is gone. So technically the name doesn't make sense anymore, but whatever. The wordplay was kind of clever at first. Just Ice Rink. Big, bold letters in the middle of it all. And if you didn't know, her daughter's name is literally Justice, just spelled like just ice. So okay, I guess that explains the name. But here's what I didn't know until recently. This wasn't the first thing Tiffany named after. Her daughter, the Just Ice Rink, wasn't even the first time she pulled this move. She slapped that name on other things before, and not all of them even involved ice. At least this one had ice kind of. So I'll give her that. Weird, yes. Odd, definitely. Entitled, absolutely. But I kind of get it. What really gets me is this if Tiffany and Miss Trustee. Holmes are supposed to be the only two people in this town who care about the community and are actually building stuff. Then why is everything only named after Tiffany's? Childlike. Doesn't the other one have a kid? Doesn't he want to name something after his kid too? Or does Tiffany's daughter just run the whole city now? So anyway, let me tell you what I found out last night when I was too tired to even make a video. I found out about another thing Tiffany named after her daughter. And now I'm wondering how many other things she's tagged her kid's name onto. But yeah, so, before she even built the Just Ice Rink, she did this other thing, basketball courts. They're right in the same area where the rink is. And get this, they're called the Just Ice Courts. Yup. She named the basketball courts Just Ice Courts. Now, let me tell you why that's weird. Because there's no ice. Not cold, it's not slippery, it's just concrete and basketball. If she had called them Justice Courts because her daughter's name is Justice, sure, still self-centered, but fine. But just ice courts for basketball. What are we doing? She even did a whole ribbon-cutting ceremony for it at 144th and Greenwood. Invited the whole community out between 5 and 7 p.m. And she ends it all with, "Be a part of the solution, not the problem." My work speaks for itself. I love my community. You come first. And I'm like, yeah, we know. You, as in Justice? apparently. You, the daughter who gets everything named after her. It's like Tiffany knows she's headed for prison or something, and is scrambling to leave a legacy behind before she's gone. You know how people try to build up assets to leave behind for their kids before they pass? Well, this feels like that, except instead of dying, it's jail. And instead of assets, she's leaving behind buildings with baggage, because these aren't gifts to her child. These are public spectacles that will come with stigma, things her daughter might be embarrassed by for the rest of her life. Tiffany, listen, I know you think I don't care. And you're right. I really don't. I mean, I don't like you. I'm not going to lie about that. I don't like you. But I'll admit, you're entertaining. I appreciate the mess you create because it gives me something to talk about, something to laugh at. You mess up, and I get content. That's the exchange here. And look, it's sad. It really is. But when you keep coming up with stuff like this, like naming an ice rink after your kid, and then turning around and making it exclusive to you and your inner circle, what do you expect? So they show up wearing these ridiculous pimp hats, standing out there like they're trying to start a fire on top of ice, which already doesn't make any sense. And then they set up these little private Valentine's Day setups, like this one little tent in the middle of the rink. Everyone else is on the outside, freezing, and she's out there posted up with Kamal, like they royalty. That little tent? Yeah, that's hers. It's giving exclusive. But also, why? And real talk, how much money did y'all charge for this little private dinner on ice thing? Because, wow, I'm sorry, but actually, never mind. I'm not even going to get into Tiffany right now, but that look she just gave the camera, kinda creepy, just a little. Like blink twice if you're good girl, you look lovely. But I'm just saying I'm getting the vibe that she knows Tiffany ain't it. That energy is radiating. And look at all these people on the outside, while Tiffany and Kamal are tucked away inside the rink. That's the DJ booth inside their tent too, by the way, because let's be real, what Tiffany does not want is anyone else feeling more important than her. Everybody else outside, behind the fence, and hers, center ice, VIP, all in the name of what so? She can stamp her daughter's name across every corner of this city. Like seriously, this is the kind of stuff she does. Creates these little events, gives it all this unnecessary flash, and somehow it's always about branding it with her daughter's name. Look, there's Kamal, there's Tiffany, that's their private setup. Meanwhile, everyone else is shivering out in the cold, like extras in a show they didn't audition for. And the wild part, this ain't even the first time she's done this. I'm sitting here wondering how many other things she's branded like this, because I distinctly remember a city meeting where Tiffany said she wanted to open up a Tiffany Henyard museum, a whole museum just for herself. No, I'm not making this up. She literally wanted a building filled with pictures and plaques about herself, paid for by the people. And it was going to be called the Tiffany Henyard Museum. Like, how are you going to call it your museum? Make it about you, and then expect everyone else to foot the bill. What even is that? A shrine? A vanity project? Who knows? Meanwhile, you got regular folks out here sitting in freezing plastic chairs for hours, just so Tiffany can feel like a queen. These setups aren't heated, they're out there cold, all in service of Tiffany's image. It's wild, the way she's trying to name everything she touches after her kid, like she thinks it's visionary, like this is her big legacy. Play. And of course, we get the same speech. Hey everyone, I'm Mayor Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor. I'm so excited about my vision coming to life. I'm opening the Just Ice courts tomorrow, and I'm just like, what courts? Just ice, as in courts made of actual ice, hockey courts. No, then why is it called Just Ice? Again, basketball courts. No ice, not a drop, just the name. All of this so she can leave a legacy of confusion and cringe attached to her child's name. And when it's all said and done, she's going to jail. And her daughter's going to be left dragging these names and projects around like emotional baggage. Tiffany, do better. Seriously, do not better. Do better. Then she hits us with that same closing line every time. Be part of the solution, not the problem. My work speaks for itself. I love my community. You come first. Do we though? Because it really feels like we come in somewhere behind her. Kamal and the purse she's stuffing on her way out. Let's be honest, her daughter comes first. Everything is named after her. Kamal's name didn't even make the cut. I'll give her that one. She's loyal to her kid. But leaving him in charge of your child while you're out here doing all this, that's a choice, a bold one. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but the man does give off heavy babysitter who might be high energy. But again, that's a choice. And I trust that you trust it, girl.